think this is the edge of this part of the map. Whoa, what's up on the water? Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition with Fricksauce. We are about to come full circle and meet up with Alistair. So, let's just go do it.
Glad you made it. I just got here myself. My contact with the Wardens should be at the back of the cave.
A group of Wardens were protecting a villager from corpses out near Crestwood.
They were likely hunting my friend. I'm glad they didn't come looking for people to help in here. They might well be good men. They've been given bad orders.
Banner of the Blind Men. This banner marks the cave as an outpost of the Blind Men, notorious smugglers who are known to sell slaves to Deventer. It is possible that the Grey Warden asked them politely to leave so that he could use their hideout, although the bloodstains on the walls suggest otherwise. Guess it wasn't wise of me to wear Warden armor.
It's just us. I brought the Inquisitor.
What's up?
I'm Alistair. It's an honor to meet you, Inquisitor, though I wish it were someplace a bit nicer.
Are you the Alistair who fought the Archdemon with the hero of Ferelden?
I need to change my name.
No,
Yes, that was me. War, betrayal, darkspawn, all lots of fun. And made for excellent stories, I'm sure. Nobody cares about that anymore. I answer to Warden Commander Clarel now. Like everyone else.
Most of you Wardens disappear. Then I run into a Darkspawn Magister named Corypheus. Do you think that one might have something to do with the other?
When Hawk killed Corypheus, the Wardens thought the matter resolved. But archdemons don't die from simple injury. I feared Corypheus might have the same power, so I started to investigate. I found hints, but no proof. And then, not long after, every Warden in Orlais began to hear the calling.
Maker, why didn't you tell me?
It was a secret. A very dangerous one. I tried to actually keep a few of my oaths to the Wardens.
Is the calling some sort of Grey Warden ritual?
Well, Wardens are tied to the Darkspawn. We're connected somehow. And eventually that connection poisons you. You get bad dreams, and then you start to hear the music. It calls to you, quiet at first. And then, so loud, you can't bear it. At that point, you say farewell, and go into the deep roads to die fighting. In death, sacrifice.
And every Grey Warden in Orlais is hearing that right now. They think they're dying.
Yes, I think Corypheus caused this somehow. If all the Wardens die, who will stop the next blight? That's what has them so terrified.
So, Corypheus isn't controlling them. He's bluffing them with this calling, and they're falling for it.
Is the calling they're hearing real, or is Corypheus mimicking it somehow?
I have no idea. Before all this, I'd barely heard of Corypheus. I didn't even know he was supposed to be a Magister until I started digging around. But right now, all that matters is the Wardens are acting like they're going to die.
You said all the Wardens are hearing the calling. Does that include you?
Unfortunately, yes. When I'm talking or fighting, I can almost ignore it. But whenever things are quiet, I can hear it. It's like a song you can't get out of your head. Damned annoying, frankly.
How can Corypheus make all these wardens hear the calling?
I have no idea. I suppose it's part of what he is. Corypheus is tied to the Blight, and not just a product of it like most Darkspawn. Wardens are connected to the Darkspawn too. That's how he seems able to control wardens who get too close to him. And that's likely what he's doing here as well. Somehow.
So the wardens think they're dying and have stopped thinking clearly. That won't go well.
I saw what a Blight did to Ferelden. If Wardens hadn't stopped it, there'd be no more Thedas. Warden Commander Clarel proposed some drastic things, blood magic and such, to prevent further Blights before we die. I protested. Maybe too loudly. And Clarel sent guards and... well, here I am. Wardens were gathering here, in the western approach. It's an old Tevinter ritual tower. I'm going to investigate. I could use some help.
Let's go.
We should get to that ritual tower in the western approach. Ideally before it lives up to its name.
You mentioned Warden Commander Clarel. Is she behind this?
She's the one who summoned me and the other wardens to Orlais when we started hearing the calling. I don't know her well. She's a mage. Smart, careful, determined. The sort of mage the Templars told me to keep a close watch over. Makes her the best kind of warden. Or at least I would have thought so. Maybe the Templars aren't wrong about everything.
Do you think she's helping Corypheus willingly, or was she duped?
Clarel would never serve something that looks like a Darkspawn willingly. I heard about an advisor of some kind. Maybe we'll learn more at the western approach.
Corypheus was held in a warden prison, right? So the wardens should know all about him.
You'd think the wardens would share information with each other, but they're really big on keeping secrets. Maybe they think some knowledge is too dangerous, I don't know. I only found out about Corypheus after I started digging for information. Even then, it wasn't much. For most wardens, he'd be nothing more than an old legend, dead long ago. If they knew of him at all.
What's it like, being a warden?
Oh, it's wonderful. You get fresh peaches delivered every morning, first choice of local village girls, and bunnies too. Well, maybe it's not that. Not even close to that. I watched my brothers die at Octa-Core soon after I joined. I never thought I'd see wardens kill themselves.
Why were the wardens trying to kill you?
When Clarel started talking blood magic and demons to deal with the calling, I said it wasn't a good idea. First, it was awkward silences, some coffee. But when I mentioned Corypheus, things really went wild. The warden mages said I was interfering. Called me a traitor. Funny how often that happens to me.
You were there, weren't you? You helped fight the archdemon.
I'm going to be answering that question for the rest of my life. Yes, I was there. It was big. The hero of Ferelden was brave. But that was 10 years ago. What have you done for us lately, Alistair? New times. New problems.
Was the hero of Ferelden involved in all this?
No. She left before any of this began. A mission of her own. Something personal. We wardens don't live that long. The calling I spoke of, the real one before it went crazy. Eventually, it killed her. Thing is, when we killed the archdemon, we discovered that might not be as set in stone as we thought. She's searching for a way to end the curse. For us both. Maybe for us all.
How can the calling be stopped? Is that actually possible?
Grand Enchanter Fiona was once a warden, so I'm told, but had the taint completely drawn out of her. And there was also a warden named Avernus, who extended his life far beyond what should have been possible. So, we looked into it. We weren't going to give up without a fight. And that's when we found a rumor that meant going deep into the West. It wasn't much, but we've done more with less. My love will find a way. I'm certain of it.
The way you talk about her, I'm surprised you aren't still together.
Oh, there was a discussion, believe me. Someone had to look into the rumors about Corypheus. We didn't know what was involved at the time. She was going to stay to help, but we had a lead that couldn't wait. One of us had to go. And when I'm done here, we'll be together again. Forever this time.
Have you been happy with her in the years since the Blight?
Happier than I ever dreamed possible. She's more than I deserve. And I hope I make her days easier as well. She was rebuilding the Wardens in Ferelden, while I hunted Darkspawn left over from the Blight. It was hard work for both of us. But we always had each other.
If she's been looking for a way to stop the calling, perhaps she could help us.
I'll give the information to your people in the war room. If nothing else, I'd like to warn her about Corypheus.
Sorry about the radio silence there. I like to listen to Stephen Valentine's voice. Who doesn't? Regarding the calling, so many refuse to speak of it, but how can we know it? How can we identify it if we do not share it? The calling is not a source of shame. The song that whispers in the back of my mind is no evil upon my soul, but the mark of a life well lived in service of a greater good. If all things come from the Maker, then is this too not part of his plan? Could it not be a gift, a final haunting melody to send us into the afterlife with hearts opened? Could this not be his song? It scratches at my thoughts, the music almost a voice, at once unearthly and beautiful. I found myself humming it aloud a few days past. Where once it intruded, it now feels a natural part of my mind's course. It coils around memories I hold dear, training with Sir Keller, riding in the moonlight, my mother's face the last time I saw her, and inserts itself into them, so that I could almost swear that music, that sense of a presence watching and calling, had always been a part of what I remember. This is what the senior wardens warned us of, I imagine. I should not find it beautiful. I must remember the corruption and recognize that my mind is slowly losing the wit to differentiate between this world and that which would consume and destroy it. I must. I can. I will tell the wardens tomorrow. I have seen their looks. They already know, I suspect. I will heed the calling and go to the deep roads to die with the dwarves, fighting as a Grey Warden should. But if I am to die, after all I have given, can I not at least allow myself the pleasure of the song's beauty? The final pages of To My Fellow Wardens by Sir Marjorie Burnan. Buran.
Vivian, are you saying you wouldn't rather live in a land where mages aren't herded into cages like dogs?
Which land is that? The one where mages are feared and despised as tyrants?
I'm the first to admit magisters aren't perfect, but they've also done great things. They're allowed to.
Monstrous things as well. Or you wouldn't be here, would you?
Locking people into cages isn't the answer.
Kirkwall.
Naturally. First we execute those who will not submit, then we deal with the rest.
Yeah.
I heard what he said. Hopefully we'll find some answers in the Western approach. Though I fear what those answers will be. I've seen too much blood magic to ever trust where it leads.
Yep. Let's see if Alistair has anything else. Probably no.
Need something else?
No. No, just saying hi.
We'll
I gotta
talk
go.
later.
Yeah, gotta go. Gotta go. Okay. I think this is the edge of this part of the map. Whoa, what's up on water? Wow. Look at this. He's all angry. Oops. Yes, we do want to take the obsidian. And that obsidian too. I swear that's grown back though, which is odd. Alright, where are we headed next? Kerabronach. Near the north gate. There's that 3-chop farm. Let's just see what's nearby. We'll go over here. Yes, I'm going to take the Blood Lotus. Oh, hello. That startled me just a little. Just a little. Right. Oh. Here I am. Hey, a butter churn. It kind of yeah, it's a butter churn. Hello. Hello. Oh, there you are.
You chose a bad time to come knocking. Between the corpses and the wyvern, nothing here is safe. What I wouldn't give to get my hands on that animal.
What? What's up, Hama?
There's a wyvern causing trouble.
It used to hunt in the mountains. Didn't bother anyone but the bandits. Lately, the beast got it in his head to come down here. It almost crippled Gauld's little boy. Best someone kill it. I hope I get my hands on the liver. It makes a poison that kills rats like nothing.
Well, guess what? Today's your lucky day.
I killed the wyvern up in the cave. The body's yours if you want it.
That I do. Here, for your troubles. I hope you can make good use of it.
What did you give me? Oh, Dorian leveled up. But what did you give me? I don't know what you gave me. Okay, well. Very well. Oh, wait.
A fine day to you.
What you doing?
Do you farm out here?
The name's Judith. I farm and I mend things for the village and people passing through. I did a fair trade with traveling merchants before the undead started attacking.
Dorian looks pissed
and
off.
those bandits. Not to mention that dragon.
It really does look... What's up, Dorian? How you doing? Just ignore Vivian. Truly.
What do you know about the dragon?
She moved in a month ago. The guards tried to run her off, but she snapped one's head off and she flew away. Poor Hamold. At least it was quick. Since then, she's eaten 3 horses, 5 goats, and 2 cats.
Cats? As if you need a light snack. Maybe it's dieting.
If you're Judith, there's a man in the village concerned about you.
That must be Gould. Fretful as ever. I'm glad he stayed in Crestwood. He's fast as you please with a loom, but terrible with a sword.
Yeah, and he kind of wants you to stay in his house. I thought that was a little creepy, but, you know.
Until later.
Be safe.
I don't know the guy. Alright, Dorian, let's take your sourpuss face over here and look at an astrarium. Oh my god. Okay. Not so bad. Constellation Silentier. Referred to as Silence in the common parlance, the constellation Silentier is historically attributed to Dumat, the old god of silence and leader of the ancient Tevinter pantheon. The depiction of the constellation, however, is often debated. Some depict dragon in flight, while others, also the most common modern depictions, show a man carrying a horn and a wand. Some scholars believe these represented scales, which would point to this constellation being a supplantation of the Elven Mythal, but nothing indicates this to be more than speculation. From A Study of Theodosian Astronomy by Sister Oran Patrocius. One more! Those look like bandits. Where is it? Off the map, I guess. Okay, that's enough of that. It is somewhere... Ah, there we go. There it is. Surprise! No one expects the Inquisition! Fire in your face! You don't even know what to do. You can't even get to me, can you? Well, except for the archer. That kind of sucks. And then you all show up and actually go confront him in the physical. Come on now. What kind of mages are you? Oops. Oop. Stepped in a hole. What? I'm not quite certain I understand what's going on here. Dorian. Seriously, we have these perfectly good spells right here. Stand inside it, wait for them to come to you. Oh, Vivian. Foolish, foolish woman. Where are we going? I don't even know where I'm going. Check out the cave. Top fire. Random Druffalo. And I think that's Cameronach, maybe? Let's level up. It's a very subtle entrance. Just came back out where I started. I got turned around. Whoopsie. Let's try that again. I'm about to make the same mistake I did before. Okay. Right turn. Here we go. Oopsie. Whoa, hello. Spiders. Yay. Set you on fire. Are you immune too? Of course. Who knows? Guess you can't electrocute spiders like he used to. Spider guts. Okay. Ring of flanking. Well, it's kind of a splat. turn. Alright, that's part of the reason that was so confusing. It's a horseshoe. Oh, where'd he go?
Maker, this place needs a good tailor. It's simply appalling.
Taylor? He needs a good... Really? I need... Okay.
There's the keep the mayor talked about, and the bandits.
Well, I've claimed it. Now maybe I can get in the back door. The gallows of the fortress are left over from when Orlais warred with Ferelden. I can speak English. Let us be grateful that they have not seen use in years, apart from children using the ropes as swings before the gamekeeper chases them off. Well, take the ropes down, for heaven's sake. From the memoirs of Sister Vaughn of Crestwood. I mean, yeah, okay. Can I shoot at anybody from here? I can't even see anybody from here, so I guess that answer is no. Guess I could go up to the front door and knock. Little pig, let me in! Where are you guys going? I'm gonna stand in Ice Mine.
Take that, you elf!
Whee! I'm trying to select that. Nope, I didn't set the spell.
Reinforcements!
Wait, I wanna loot. Thought you were being smart. Sneaking up on a mage. Oh. Guess she's not so dumb. Sneak up on him. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. That's a big dude with a big hat. Oops. It was meant for Vivian, not him. I thought she was standing right there. Hello! Whew. I smashed me in the head.
We could throw the Inquisition's banner over the battlements. The villagers may not even object.
My castle now. Or fortress, or whatever.
Finally, this place is presentable. What now?
We should drain the lake. The mayor said the dam controls were through the fort.
Oopsie. Trigger finger. Ooh. There's a good deal of lightning. Hello.
Welcome, Inquisitor. My name is Charter. Leleana's eyes and ears, especially in this place. I'll have some information for you once my man Butcher finds us. He's running late.
When's the spy named Butcher supposed to arrive?
Half-hour ago, by the south gate. I hope he's only delayed. Butcher's last message swore he had secrets for us worth 10 times his weight in gold.
Did Sister Nightingale tell you why she wanted agents here?
We lie on the main road between Denerim and Valroyo. Couriers stop here all the time. For what they're paid, some have surprisingly loose tongues.
What's happening in Crestwood?
The roads are nearly deserted. Too many undead keep rising from the lake.
What's happening in Crestwood?
The roads are nearly deserted. Too many undead keep rising from the lake.
What are you... Get down. lady. Oh, bye. I mean, bye.
Another time.
Let's have a nap. Here we go. Fill up on a potion or two. Let's see. Cannot control my menu. Let's give him some confusion grenades, because Solus is confusing. Do healing mist, but I don't find it really useful until it can actually resurrect people. I mean, it's still useful because it'll heal everyone within its range, but I'm always expecting it to resurrect someone, and then I'm like, what's going on? When it hasn't actually resurrected anyone. Okay, so let's see. What do we want to give Vivian? Jar of beads, maybe? Okay. Carry on, Harriet. Oh, hello.
The Herald of Andraste.
Yes.
Welcome to my humble shop.
Ooh, thank
Let
you
me
so
know if
much.
there's anything you need, my lady.
I thought all the merchants in the area left when the undead came.
You've come to vanquish them, have you not? I'm only too happy to offer you my best rates to speed your noble efforts onwards.
Some of your wares are a little expensive for a farming village.
Many lords and ladies pass through here on their way to proper cities. You'd be surprised what they sometimes forget. Wig powder, mirrors, plate armor. Sadly, less refined goods take up the bulk of my trade.
Good day to you.
Farewell.
Craft a rune stone, a rune, but I don't think I can modify weapons here. I think you can only do that in Skyhold. Where was it?
Your worship.
Hard and Hightown. Excuse me. But that's one soggy rug.
Someone needs to deal with the last of Crestwood's highwaymen.
Who has time?
If we clear the bandits out, more travelers. More travelers more news for the Nightingale.
Good point, but I've got a code to unscramble if you want to know who killed Conqueror last week.
Are the Highwaymen still in Crestwood?
Yes, your worship. Now that their fort is gone, the bandits are ambushing travelers.
Crestwood won't stop them either. The town's still reeling from the undead.
That is quite the fancy box.
This boy comes to me with a dispatch the sailor stole from the Royal Palace. Urgent, secret, and so on. He's so frustrated, he's almost crying. It's unbreakable, they've tried everything. Do you know what it was?
What?
Left-handed dwarven writing. We had a talk afterwards, him and me.
Oh, you know it. You know what? I can go get Varric or Sarah and come back up and unlock that damn door.
Your worship.
Hello, darling. Hello, darlings.
Well met.
Yes.
Farewell.
Bye-bye. Hello and goodbye.
So, Bull, what are your women like?
The Tomasrans. Terrifying and inspiring. They teach you everything you need to know. Give your life purpose.
No, I mean, are they like you? Big and whoa.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Wow.
What's up, guys?
Inquisitor.
Oh, piss.
We're, just catching up with each other after an assignment.
Just stand on them, Bull, you know?
That part's fine. Just don't lock me out of my own keep.
No, Inquisitor. It won't happen again. I swear it.
Nose a little brown, Reeve.
Quiet, you.
A Magister's needs. Dearest sister, it's been an age since I've written, but I simply had to thank you. Your advice was perfect. Just a few gossips, bought with gold, and everyone in Minrathous thought Quirinus and I were the most dreadful rivals. It let us indulge in our little love affair without his wretched family interfering, if only for a little while. Quirinus himself, sadly, turned out to be less ideal. I caught him carrying on behind my back, with a Soporati of all things. Can you imagine? There was nothing for it. During the quarrel, I threw boiling water at his face. Let his Soporati kiss the scars better. He's cowering in his mansion now, pretending he was hurt in a duel. No doubt he'll want revenge. But don't worry, dear sister. I took precautions. Don't tell anyone, but my master taught me a few secrets that should keep me safe. The ritual cost me the mansion's kitchen slave. Lena, I think she was called. But I've enough power now to keep Quirinus from trying anything foolish. Kitchen slaves can be bought by the dozen at the market, so there's no harm in it. I feel wonderful, dear sister. Won't you come for Wintersend this year? I'll have my new slave trained to make your favorite lemon cakes by then. It'll be perfect. Letter from Magister Delphine to her sister Aulia, 865 Blessed. Aren't they wonderful?
Come on, Cooper, join us for a spell. Not likely.
Just one hand.
No.
Will Her Highness sulk in the corner all night? Suit yourself.
Come on, Cooper, join us for a spell.
Okay,
Not
we heard that.
likely.
Well, since I've got them, let me upgrade them.
Ich lieg im Dreck, wieg 10 Tonnen, dreh mich im Kreis, jeder Weg führt wieder hierher. Mal meine Wand an, bin müde und krank, lieg flach, glotz mich in mein Grab, Geier auf dem Dach, warten auf Aas. Ruf mich nicht an, ich bin tot, meine Haut grün, die Augen rot, lad mich nicht ein in da, wo ich hingehe, regnet es bloß, die Wand ist lang und zu hoch, der Graben tief und zu groß, doch irgendwo aus dem Nichts ein Blick, für den es sich lohnt. Deine Augen machen bling bling und alles ist vergessen, deine Augen machen bling bling und alles ist vergessen, deine Augen machen bling bling.
Your worship.
So,
Another time.
How do you stand the Skyhold stables?
They're quiet. I like having time to myself.
I can't imagine finding quiet time in that stench.
They're only horses.
They're not horses. They're dung monsters with hooves and tails.
Deine Augen geben meiner Welt wieder Glanz. Du machst mich wieder ganz. Drück dir mein Herz in die Hand. Baby, nimm es als Pfand. Komme jeden Tag, besuche dich. Alle in deinem Kiez verfluchen mich. Steh in deinem Hof, sing ein schiefes Lied. Das Haus tot. Mobiliar fliegt im Beat aus dem Nichts. Wurde schwarz und bunt. Aus dem Platz an der Bar wurde Haus und Hund. Du bist schön, ich geh der Sache auf den Grund. Und dein Bauch wird rund. Baby, geh mit mir raus ans Licht. Ich glaube an Gott, denn er baute dich ausgerechnet.
Your family's full of dragon hunters, Seeker?
It's something of a legacy.
So, when you face a dragon, does it get your heart pumping? Do you breathe a little faster, feel the blood racing?
What's the alternative? Relax and let it kill us?
No, seriously.
I feel no great calling in my blood. Sorry to disappoint.
Damn.
oh, he is disappointed.
Does the Kunari priesthood tell your people about losing the war?
The usual. Water comes, water goes, but eventually the tides wear away the mountain. Blah, blah, blah.
They've been fighting Tevinter for centuries and still haven't won.
Wait, you think we've been at war all this time?
It's barely an eye-watering slap fight, I'll grant you. But every now and again it heats up.
That's just force of habit. A real invasion's different.
What are they waiting for?
Don't know. Someone to tell someone to tell someone it's on again, I guess.
What I wouldn't give for some proper wine.
Skyhold Steward is a sadistic little man who is trying to kill us.
Perhaps he found a bargain he couldn't pass up on vats of vinegar.
It could be worse, darling. It could be an Anders vintage.
Egad, we'd be forced to retaliate.
Alright, in Hightown, Chapter 3. Wait. I'm going the wrong way?
Mila got caught in Val Chavan.
No.
She fooled them into thinking she's from the court in Val Rior. They'll treat her well. For a while.
It's our fault for sending her out without a partner.
Are you saying one of our spies is compromised?
Yes, Inquisitor. Mila was captured in Val Chavan.
She was after valuable information. Perhaps arrangements could be made to bring her back. It's true. One of the last Grand Clerics will be here next week by coach.
No. Lord Chantil's new lover is an excuse for his absences when he goes to meets with Venetora.
Sup?
Here. The mayor said the dam controls were through this gate. That building on the dam must be where we can open the floodgates.
One would presume. Got some pretty banners.
It's rather amusing, Dorian.
Your outfit's entertaining, I'll give you that.
The way you sneer at Southerners, pretending to be a shark from a land of sharks. But you are not a shark, and never will be, darling. They knew it, just as you do.
I could have pretended. Wore fancy clothes, convinced everyone I'm something I'm not. Then I could take a position at court, whore myself out, and desperately hope no one realizes what a fraud I am.
Such snapping for a fish without teeth.
You should put on a show. Charge for admission.
My dear Inquisitor, whatever is the issue? We're having a perfectly civil conversation.
It's true. I've heard worse from our gardener back home.
Uh-oh.
What in?
Don't mind us, just passing by.
The Inquisitor? We didn't know you were here, sir. Please don't tell anyone.
How did you get past the guards?
There weren't any when we got here.
We just heard you killed the bandits, your worship. We didn't know you were moving in, we promise. You won't tell people we were here, will you?
I see you couldn't resist the thrill of a
What's going on with her hand?
There's nowhere else, sir. Everyone is crammed into the village.
Lonnie's parents would have a fit if they saw us. We'll have to wait an hour to go back. Your father will still be up.
I knew this was a mistake.
We could try the caves.
You hate spiders.
What is going on with her hand? Looks like it's been mangled in machinery. Where is that finger going? Oh my goodness. Solus, you could help.
The mayor said Darkspawn destroyed these controls 10 years ago. Who repaired them?
Ask the mayor. He should know such trivialities.
The First Blight, Chapter 1. Thedas is a land of fierce diversity, from the assassin princes of Antiva to the fated griffins of the Anderfels, but in my travels I have found one tale that unites the people of this land. It is a story of pride and damnation, and although the telling differs, the essence of the tale remains the same. At the height of its power, the Tevinter Imperium stretched over much of Thedas, uniting the known world under the rule of the tyrannical Magisters. It is said that the old gods, whom the Magisters worshipped, gave them the knowledge of blood magic, and the Magisters used this forbidden power to cement their rule. The blood of elven slaves and humans alike ran down imperial altars to fuel Magister greed, tales of their excess so horrifying that one can only be grateful that blood magic is prohibited today. But all that stands tall must eventually fall. Perhaps they foresaw their ruin, or perhaps their pride knew no bounds, but whatever the reason, the Magisters dared to open a magical portal into the Golden City at the heart of the Fade. They sought to usurp the Maker's throne, long left unattended in the Golden City after the Maker turned his back on his creations. They would storm heaven itself with their power and become as gods. This is what the Chantry, in its oft-exercised tendency to understate, refers to as the second sin. According to most versions of the tale, the Magisters did indeed reach the Golden City and walked into the home of the Maker, where no living being before them had dared or been able to tread. But humanity is not meant to walk in heaven. The Magisters were wicked with pride and other sins, and their presence tainted the Golden City. What once was a perfect, holy citadel became a twisted home of darkness and nightmares. The Magisters were expelled back through their gateway and cursed for their treachery. As the Golden City had been tainted, so were the Magisters twisted and transformed into things of darkness, the very first of the Darkspawn. The Golden City, once a shining beacon at the heart of the Fade, became the Black City, a reminder of all that man's pride has cost. From Tales of the Destruction of Thedas by Brother Genetivi, Chantry Scholar. The Rusted Horn's menu. Welcome to the Rusted Horn. Ale, 3 coppers. Cold ale, 10 coppers. Wine, 2 silver. Brandy and Teevin, 6 silver. Bread and cheese, 2 coppers. Turnip and mutton pie, 3 coppers. Fish, 3 coppers. Stew, 4 coppers. Plate of wyvern rings, really chicken, 5 coppers. Wyvern steak, real, 2 gold. Thirsty. Alright, y'all. Be good. Alright, so the town is now... The old Crestwood town, or village, is now revealed. So... I think... Yes, the Rusted Horn. I think... Oh, look. Cheese. Ooh, crystal rice. A random wedge. Oh, cheese. So I think maybe here will be a good place to stop. When next we meet, we shall wander into the town and...
creature. There is a purity in such undiluted power.
Ooh, dwagon. Interrupted by a dwagon. Okay. So we'll wander down into the town next episode and see if we can find our way into that, into the Fade, into that, that maelstrom. So for now I will say Auf Wiedersehen. Don't forget to like and subscribe below and leave a comment if you've got something pithy or not to say. And we'll see you in the next episode.